How many of you desire to have a self-sufficient homestead when SHTF happens? When looking at a self-sufficient homestead, fat sources must be considered. In this video, we'll discuss why it's important to raise fat sources on your homestead and how to do it. Why are fats so important? Fats have gotten a bad rap in the last handful of decades. However, when you strip away all of the healthy or unhealthy discussion about fats, we realize just how imperative fats are to our survival. You must have fat to survive in a long-term survival situation. The first and most obvious source of fat on the homestead is from the animals being raised there. This includes fat from pigs and beef and the milk from dairy cows. You can also pull fat from sheep, geese, and ducks, which is also highly valuable on a homestead. But when it comes to putting up large quantities of fat, we're just focusing on the pigs, beef, and dairy cows. Let's talk pigs for a moment. Pigs will provide the largest amount of fat for their size. Fat from pigs is called lard. Bears will also provide lard, so if you are a hunter, this is another option. Lard has a higher smoke point and is safe for high heat cooking and frying. If you are looking for lard pigs, choose from Kune Kunes, American Guinea Hogs, and the Idaho Pasture Pig. The amount of lard produced per pig will vary based on breed and diet. Learning how to render lard at home is a great skill to have. When rendered and stored correctly, home rendered lard should last on the shelf for about a year, making it a fantastic homestead fat source. Let's switch gears and talk about tallow. Tallow is the fat from beef cattle. Venison, sheep, and goats also produce tallow, which can be used in various ways. Tallow is safe for high heat cooking and frying, but also works great for household uses like soap making and sealing leather products. If you make butter from the milk of a dairy cow or dairy goat, this will be high in fat. While cow's milk will naturally separate and is easily skimmable, goat's milk is homogenized and will require a cream separator. Butter has a lower smoke point and is ideal for flavoring or finishing dishes. It can be used with minimal heat, such as adding a bit of butter at the end of cooking a steak or buttering your warm loaf of bread. Ducks are also a high-fat source, although the fat you get isn't nearly the amount that you would get from pigs or cattle. Ducks compared to chickens is preferable when it comes to fat sources. Chickens and rabbits are a lean meat source, so for small animal fat sources, ducks are the way to go. There are plant sources also in which you can grow on your homestead. Unfortunately, there's a lot of discussion about the safety of using purchased seed oils. On our homestead, we grow sunflowers. We can use an oil press to release the oil from the sunflower seeds. It is an easy process. 10 pounds of sunflower seeds yields about 1 gallon of oil. This is something most homesteads could do, plus you have the added benefit of beautiful sunflowers in the garden all summer. Then you can turn around and use the sunflower heads, leaves, and stalk as fodder for the goats and rabbits. Peanuts and hazelnuts can also be grown for their oil. If you live in a climate where you can grow peanuts underground or a hazelnut tree, you can grow and press your own nut oils. The beauty of this is that the byproduct is a delicious peanut butter or hazelnut butter. Two trees you can grow in warmer climates for oil are olive and avocado. Oil can be pressed from the flesh of these fruits. 4.5 pounds of olives yields about 8 tablespoons of olive oil, whereas you will get about 1 tablespoon of avocado oil per avocado, depending on the size of the fruit. If you want to maximize the amount of fat you get off of each animal, we highly recommend learning how to butcher yourself. You'll take much more care of cutting out every piece of fat you see, whereas butchers process multiple animals a day. If you can't butcher at home, then get to know your butcher and let them know the importance of the fat to your lifestyle. When thinking about building resiliency on the homestead, considering your fats is a key element. We hope this video has helped you think about how valuable fat is in an SHTF situation and having fat sources on your homestead. SHTF Survival Homestead Teaching Farm thanks you for watching this video. Please continue to help us help you by liking, sharing, and subscribing.